welcome everybody to In the Crazy Odyssey and the Crazy Today, none other than the Jack Millay for Jack Millay Monday, and newsman and a very happy bluesman, Jeff the Huffman. Andrei Vasilevskiy, am I saying that right?
Close enough. Yeah, close enough.
Let's try it again. I hate being called a hack because I can't get these Russian names right. Vasilevskiy?
Vasilevskiy.
Vasilevskiy. All right, that's the way
Vasilevskiy.
Vasilevskiy. I bet we're all wrong, really. Some Russian guy comes in and goes, no, it's Vasilevskiy.
No, it's Smith.
You idiot, ignorant American. Big dummy. Dope. Well, that's what I'm expecting. All right. Big game, big test. He also had a bit of a test last year in the final, if I'm not mistaken. Bishop got hurt somewhere during the or pulled at some point, and
Isn't that where we thought he had diarrhea or something?
Yeah, that was it.
Yeah,
he got a little test. There's a fan of ours called Jericho's Ambrose who's been posting, I'd say the better part of 2-3 years now, and he said that this guy's underrated. Like, this guy's the real deal. He's a second-round draft pick overall. That doesn't sound like much. No, not second-round draft pick. He's a second-round draft pick. Excuse me. That doesn't sound like much, but for a goalie, that's pretty high. That's actually really high because everybody's going to go for scoring first. They're going for the Connor McDavids of the world first. So Ambrose has been on this tear with this guy is the real deal. My question to you is, Jack, is can they get by the Pittsburgh Penguins? I mean, it is a tall order for this kid going forward. And I worry about, I guess the other night being sort of an adrenaline thing where they lost their guy and they rallied around Vasilevskiy. How long is that going to last? Are they going to be able to beat the Pens going forward?
I think they got an excellent chance. I mean, Vasilevskiy's stats aren't exactly terrible. And if I remember correctly, Bishop was hurt or not playing well at the beginning of the year, and Vasilevskiy kind of stepped in and helped them get some wins. But I don't know. I feel like Pittsburgh's finally found the team that kind of plays like them, and maybe they do it just a little bit better. But we'll have to wait and see. It's still just game one.
Yeah, it's still game one. It's I'm guilty of this too. Like, we all have a habit is when one team wins the first game. Oh, it's over. Pens are done.
Yeah.
No, the Pens aren't far from done. Maybe we can start talking about danger if they lose again tonight. But I really don't. I'm kind of leaning towards your way. I think they're going to collect themselves, and this is either going to be a long series or the Pens are going to outright win it. Jeff, what do you think of this Vasilevskiy, Kadinktadov kid guy, or I don't know, Russian?
Well, I kind of think he's the real deal too. Just
really?
watching him play, I mean, there's something about him that makes me feel really confident in this guy. I mean, he's super athletic, and when I watch him play, he really doesn't have many, if any, holes in his game.
It is like Jack says, like, his stats aren't terrible.
Yeah.
We have a star in the making over here.
Super athletic.
Yeah. We didn't talk about it much last night, but there will be. I mean, I really think Tampa's a good team. All around. I mean, they're doing this all without Anton Stralman, Steve Stamkos, and now Ben Bishop. I just worry is this one superstar? And yeah, I throw Anton Stralman in that group for people that just undervalue defensive defensemen, and especially since the guy was on my team at one point. Is this just a little too much with Pittsburgh's attack? The one instance I see is Tampa's a pretty big team, but so was the Caps, and the Pens kind of handled them. What is Tampa Bay's distinct advantage now that they've lost Ben Bishop, Jack?
Boy, their distinct advantage. That's a tough one.
Advantage, yeah.
Why don't you ask Jeff first?
Jeff, what's the distinct advantage? Let's make you look bad.
I don't know if they have a distinct advantage. If I have to say anything, maybe their depth in their forwards, maybe. But
yeah. See,
I normally agree with you.
That's kind of reaching a little bit, but
yeah, I normally agree with you because Pittsburgh seems to have depth too. Kuhnhackl, Rust.
That's the thing.
Yeah. We're in for a classic.
I'm just basing it off that point because we've been seeing production from so many people from Tampa Bay that
it's tough.
I don't know. I see these teams as pretty much neck and neck.
Yeah, they really are.
I think we forget that the Lightning are the defending Eastern Conference champions too.
It's think not like lot of people
this
forgot.
Is new or something.
I think a lot of people forgot that. I think there was sort of a feeling that there was a bit of a fluke that they were in the final. It was no fluke. Beat a very good Rangers team in the Eastern Conference final.
That's when they had Stamkos in the lineup, not doing anything.
Yeah, that's true. And Stamkos just doesn't, for whatever reason, he doesn't seem to want to be a Tampa Bay Bolt, whatever you want to call it. All right, Jeff, you have some kind of announcement?
Yes.
What would?
Yeah, this is just real quick. Hopping off hockey here for a minute, basing off the show yesterday. I mean, we've been talking about so many people coming out and identifying themselves as transgender, and I've come to the realization of something that's been deep inside me.
Are you Red Man? Because I'm Method Man.
Well, something like that. This has been building up for a long time, and for roughly 47 minutes, I can't hold it anymore. I'm just going to say that I'm now identifying myself as a hypoglycemic velociraptor.
Okay.
You can't fault me for not lifting big items because I'm perceiving my arms as being very tiny and twig-like, and also if I suddenly attack and mutilate any person or animal, you're just going to have to accept that because that's how I perceive my culture and way of life now.
I can't find fault with that. I think it's sound.
You're going to have to accept me for who I am.
And who am I to tell you that you can't eat and maul people? I especially liked your appearance in Jurassic Park when you eat and mauled people that were very undesirable. Except for Sam Jackson, who I really liked. I thought he was a really good computer hacker guy. But no, you're absolutely correct, Jeff. I completely and totally agree.
And if I just suddenly collapse on the job, it's just because I'm perceiving myself as hypoglycemic.
How far off are we from that?
They fall down.
You should have brought this up on live because now I want to go into it. How far off are we from that? We were talking about this offline too. Sorry, Jeff. I can't elaborate. I'm sure you don't care. For no other reason that it's a hockey show. But I could go for hours, buddy.
Just wanted to get that out there.
All right.
Building up.
The Velociraptor. Jeff the Velociraptor.
Jeff, there he is.
What's with that captain of yours pulling people's beards? I mean, come on now.
They got into it was a fierce battle there. I mean,
that's girls pull hair.
Thornton did it too.
Girls say they did it too. What's about? I love David Backes. I think
Backes doesn't really have a beard though. Backes is like a playoff beard. Thornton's got the beard.
Yeah. Well, this is what Backes had to say on it. On touching his beard, he said he was just seeing if it was glued on well, and it checked out.
What is he, a kid like testing out Santa Claus in the mall? I mean, who the fuck does he think he is?
Well, actually, I kind of think he looks like an escaped convict, personally, because he's got the shaved head, he's got the bags under his eyes, he's got no skin tone whatsoever. So
you kind of described me, actually.
He just needs a tattoo on his neck, and then he'll be all set.
Teardrop.
Yeah, but anyway, he was just saying if it was glued on, but it checked out. It checked out, and we went on with our lives.
I don't like that. I don't like the fact that he pulled Jumbo Joe's.
I don't either.
Jumbo Joe's. Another thing that scared me is when Jumbo Joe's the puck got down his pants.
That was a great way to start the game, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. And I was thinking like myself, is he going to show us? Are we going to have a Joe Thornton hat trick? Oh no, he starts reaching in his pants and stuff.
Well, I mean, we already are getting flashed by that lady behind the away bench.
Oh God, yeah.
Oh my gosh,
that was totally delivered. That had to be some stunt from some radio guy in St. Louis.
That was totally planned.
We'll send Trixie down, and she's
been there every game, and I think she's been on the road too.
Good. It's a scam.
The Kings did that in the final in 2012. Some porn star sat behind the bench with some cleavage showing, and made sure everyone knew about it too. It was great.
Jesus Christ.
The Blues Twitter also got in on the beard pulling incident. They said that playoff beards shouldn't count if you start in September.
Well, that reminded me of a couple years ago when Scott Hartnell got in a fight and someone was pulling his hair, and it just looked like such a little bitch move.
I got to be honest, we're letting him off. You're right, Jack. I really don't. It's tough for me to get mad at David Backus.
Both doing it.
I think he pulled first. I get the feeling he pulled first. Why did they just punch each other? Like, what's happening to hockey? Jumbo Joe's a big, tough guy, and they're like, I'll pull your beard. Jesus. Now,
something I could see. That's something though I could see Steve Ott doing.
Yes, then it would be acceptable.
Yeah.
Yes.
Not Backus, not captain on former captain.
Well, maybe it'll happen in the women's league next year if there is a season. They can pull each other's beards.
All two teams.
Yeah, all two teams.
Well, see, if we all start identifying as women, maybe we can start our own team.
Yeah. That's
or animals or inanimate objects. I mean,
well, Chicago has the gay hockey club, and they do musicals for Christmas and stuff, and they sing and skate around the ice. It's really cool. I love it. Everybody gets really silly, and they sing Christmas carols for the Chicago Gay Hockey Club. I think I played it once. It was the Scream. It was a friggin' riot. You can search that on YouTube, and it's I played it around Christmas this year, and I'll play it around Christmas next year. She got pulling beards. Let's see, the dude 477 pulling beards because fighting is wrong. I'm sorry. I'm not. Do you like David Backus, Jack?
I do. I like, but
Yeah,
not that particular move. But I do like David Backus.
If that was
very
Sidney
much.
Crosby, we would be hammering him. Come on,
Yeah.
let's be honest. We would be hammering him.
yeah, I think it's funny just because you got two real big, tough guys like Backus and Thornton going to beard pulling.
Yeah, if it was like Rousseau and Marchand doing that, then I was like, oh, look at those jerks. I won't really make it. But it's the fact that it's those guys that really, really bugs me out. And then I like both of them so much that I can't, because I'm a hypocrite and I'm biased. That's what it is. All right, here's something else for you. Take calls. The Philadelphia 76ers are the first major Big Four American sports team to put advertisements on their jersey. They have a 2.5 by 2.5 inch StubHub logo appearing on the left shoulder. It's not that obnoxious, but $15 million in revenue. How much longer?
Well,
do we have?
Sixers. It's the Sixers, though. I mean, they're losing 79 games a year.
Yeah, so it was bound to happen. But
that should tell you something. If a shitty basketball team can get that much, think how much the Chicago Blackhawks could get for putting that same ad on their jerseys.
All it's going to take is
$50 million.
Arizona doing it or something like that. And I got to be honest. I saw it. And I'm like, well, that's not that bad because it blends with the jersey. And I'm like, all right, it's a little thing, and you can't really see it. It's only really for the TV cameras. And I'm like, I guess but I realized I know what I'm saying. That's the beginning of the end, folks. That's it. Say goodnight. Your jersey's gonna be looking like Finland. Actually, I don't think Finland's too bad. I mean, God, Jesus, the DEL over here in Germany, it's embarrassing. For some reason, NASCAR guys don't look that bad with it. Hockey players look awful. And I think
because it's a car. I mean,
a car and a person's a little different.
You know what it is too? The culture over here is different. The jerseys don't mean shit. It's the logo over here that means something. So they can change the colors and the scheme of the jersey as long as the logo's intact. Like Joker, it's a classic Finnish hockey team. They're never going to mess with that. But they'll change the jerseys every year to increase revenue and stuff. Soccer teams do the same thing because the jersey itself doesn't mean anything. It's the logo. It's a team. Whereas we put so much emphasis in North America on our jerseys, and it's just. I'm glad it was the NBA first.
Yeah.
I was glad, and that's a pretty big NBA. I mean, I know they suck. That's a pretty big NBA franchise. It's ridiculous.
I think didn't soccer do that here? MLS?
Yeah, but the MLS jersey, it's similar to this. It's only one, It's one on the back. But, God, they're awful with the stuff over here, too. And another thing is soccer kits, as they say, are very plain Jane, where, the New York Rangers, it's been pretty much the same sort of design or concept for the better part of 87 years, with a few variations here and there that just didn't last. They always went back to the old one. So it's just the only exception is the Los Angeles Kings. Thank God they changed their jersey. Two of the ugliest jerseys
from
in
that
history.
purple.
The purple
the purple's classic.
The purple, for who? Name
the
one
yellow.
player.
The
Name
yellow
one
wasn't
player
that great.
besides
Purple
Marcel
was great.
Dion back then.
What's that?
Name one player besides Marcel Dion that donned that uniform.
From what era? The early '80s, like Luke Robitaille and Rogie Vachon.
He didn't know. They had the Gretzky one. Well, actually, no. Robitaille.
No, they didn't. They didn't.
Oh God, Luke Robitaille.
Dave Taylor,
Larry
Charlie
Robinson.
Simmer,
Larry Robinson. It's ugly. It's horrible.
Robinson didn't wear those. He didn't get there till like the '88ish.
No. Yeah, he had it, didn't he? I thought I saw him in one.
Yeah, maybe it was a throwback. But he didn't get there till Gretzky was there.
And then you put on those purple ones, which are worse than the friggin' yellow and purple ones.
Well, this turned into bashing the Kings jersey.
Yes,
day?
it's
Is that what this
horrible.
is?
And maybe you deserve it because you said mean things about the Sharks' teal colors. I don't know. Yeah, why not? It's not loud.
Purple's a signal of royalty. Like it fits well with the Kings because Kings are royalty.
It also looks like it's also a symbol of homos. How about that?
And it was the former owner of the Lakers owned the Kings too, so I'm sure that had something to do with it.
Oh yeah. Well, the Lakers look good at it.
Yeah. It's the helmets. I think it's the helmets is what throws it off. Yellow helmets look ugly.
Yes, and then they stole your colors over in Nashville this year and went back to them. Remember Nashville started the season with those yellow helmets.
Oh yeah, the piss colored.
Yeah, it's awful.
Mustard.
Yeah, it's really awful. Kings aren't royalty; they're dopes, says Chris Payne. Well, there you go. There you go, Jack.
There you go. If Chris says so, it must be true.
Yeah, it could be. Yeah, it's like the guy had said I didn't know what I was talking about because I didn't have as many Twitter followers as he did.
We all quick update here. We also have other people coming out as objects as well. Ciron said he's coming out as a flamboyant orange traffic cone.
He played in the NHL then.
Fit in well with Dion Phaneuf.
There you go. And then the dude 4777 is identifying as a Nigerian hockey player.
Why not? Well, you say Nigerians can't play in the NHL? What the fuck's the matter with you?
Yeah.
Racist. That's racist.
Yeah. I'll take your goddamn calls.
Hate speech. Hate speech.
Hate
Hate
speech.
speech.
Hate speech. Keep the hate speech off our channel. Keep the hate speech off our channel. Have you seen that clip where the girl Tigglypuff, they call her?
I have.
You didn't know that?
Who hasn't seen that? That's hilarious.
The Tigglypuff. It's the arms. The arms make it happen because they're so pillow-like.
I love how she sits in there and she yells out, "You're not wanted here." And I'm like, if you don't want her here, then why are you sitting there listening to her?
So
why don't you just leave?
So she can yell, "You're not wanted here." You know?
Yeah.
Because they're a bunch of brown shirts. Tarasenko, we are on the air.
Well, I wanted to talk about the Blues and Sharks game.
Well, pick one. How about that? Because I want to go to bed. I had a really rough night last night.
I only mentioned one game, so
Get to it. Get to it, kid. Get to it. You have a hard time. I'm going to help you. Go. Talk.
The game, it was really close, and there was a lot of missed opportunities. If San Jose, they claim to be the better team in that game. If San Jose got those scoring chances, you think they would have outscored the Blues?
Because you're wrong, as usual.
I'm not wrong.
Yes, you are.
Did you not watch the post-game interviews?
No, I went to bed.
The Sharks players?
No, I went to bed. And the reason they couldn't create any scoring chances is because they were completely shut out of the neutral zone. And when they actually finally broke through, the Blues defense just cut off all passing lanes. They played perfect hockey in their own zone and in the neutral zone. That was the reason they couldn't generate the scoring chance. Hey, look, we know the Blues and Pavelski and Thornton and Burns, who I thought was a little off last night, they can score. I think they got out fucking played in the defensive end and especially in the neutral zone. You agree, Jeff?
In the first period, I'd give the slight edge to the Blues. The second period was completely controlled by the Sharks. That being said, though, I really wasn't feeling it at all from the Sharks. They really didn't generate any.
Well, where was the time in the second period when you went, "Oh shit, that almost went in"? No, it didn't because they couldn't generate. They were all low percentage shots.
The closest thing was that kick save that Elliott made on Pavelski.
That was one.
That was good.
That
was beautiful save.
Yeah, it was. That was pretty much it. But then, other than that, I thought the Blues defense played out fucking standing last night.
Championship like. All right, what did you want to say about the other team, Sosa?
About the Blues, how well they also played.
You want to talk about the Blues? I thought you want to talk about the Penguins and the Bolts now.
That being said, I don't think their whole
I
game
said
was...
the Sharks and Blues.
Okay, then you're done. How about
I
that?
am.
You're done.
Goodbye.
Bye. Oh, he's so sad.
Sad Tarasenko.
Sad Tarasenko. I'm so mean. Terrible person I am.
Yeah, I mean, the Sharks had 3 power plays last night, and the
They-
Blues defense, they looked outstanding against it because that power play has been firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, there weren't too many spots in that game last night where I thought the Sharks had some type of advantage or anything. That whole game looked very St. Louis Blues in control to me.
I know what he's talking
and when they did make a mistake, Elliott was there to make the save. So.
Exactly. I just thought they were good. I thought
They
they
really
were good.
out-hit. They doubled the Sharks in hits last night, too.
I want Pure. Now that I mention this, I didn't write this down, but because it was a language barrier thing. Pure. Apparently, there's like a big controversy. It's not necessarily brewing in. It's not really brewing in North American hockey, but Patrick Laine, the Finnish team, the super duper star. Oh, God.
Yeah.
Now Suron calls, or I'll get to Patrick Laine in a minute. Suron, what's on your mind?
So why is it that you talk about politics? I'm fucking sleeping, you know.
Okay.
Damn it.
You don't like it?
Yesterday?
Well, get the
no,
fuck
no.
out.
I like
You don't like it? Don't like it. I don't blame you. I haven't talked about politics since when? What the hell's he talking about? Huh?
Not sure.
I don't know.
I said something. We said Velociraptors. And that was it.
Yeah.
And we moved on.
We're just talking about what we identify as. That's all.
He's just trying to get blown up. Good job. You win. All right, let me talk about
Imagine
Patrick Laine. Okay. Apparently, and I got to get this guy's name right. He's a pretty high-end hockey reporter. He sent it to you as well.
Yeah, Darren Dreger.
Drager, yeah. Do you like him?
He's one of the few guys that really don't irritate me that much. Him and Bob McKenzie, because they just kind of report the news and that's it.
Okay, Pure. I'll let him know what I got. Here's the thing. Pure sent me this thing. There's a big controversy. Patrick Laine turned Drager down for an interview, and Pure sent me the article, but I had to translate it from Finnish, and it read like, I don't know, if I was doing acid in the 11th grade and trying to write a report like at the last minute and trying to pass it. That's what it read like after the translation. So apparently, from what I gather, Drager was like, all right, he understood because Laine's really not so, he's not real comfortable with his English. I get that. That's completely reasonable. But apparently some of the other folks in the media and in the Twitter sphere went after him. I don't know who they are. I couldn't get to the bottom of that. Pierre, do you have any idea who apparently there was accusations of him being arrogant and kind of snooty. Enlighten us, Pierre.
I mean, the names were in the article who attacked. It was some other media guy. His last name started with K, and it was weird. It was a weird name, but
I want to know who.
He basically said something like that. Good luck getting drafted first round. Oh wait, you won't something like that. He said he just viciously attacked the guy.
It's
unbelievable for me to see that this because they have no fucking brain cells to think that maybe he doesn't speak English that well,
they don't
or maybe
care.
he doesn't give a fuck.
They don't care. They don't give a fuck.
Plus, why the fuck would he want to talk about his draft when he's playing
they
the World
don't give a fuck.
Championships?
It's all about them. They're bad people. They believe that we go to the hockey games because of them. They believe that. They honestly believe that. Let me tell you something. Patrick Laine, he doesn't owe me shit. He doesn't owe me an explanation. He doesn't owe the media thing. He only owes what Team Finland and whatever team he gets drafted by next year. But they don't believe that. These people are jealous. They hate their lives. They think they should be out there. They think they would handle fame better than they would. They resent them because they're not as well educated. They're horrible, horrible people. And Patrick Laine doesn't owe the media shit. Certainly not the North American media. Now, I did read this, though. Did he snap at one of the reporters? Apparently.
No.
Yeah, so see, I don't know. Everything's being translated, so I can't.
Said that he just refused. He hasn't snapped it. I mean, if he would have, I would have had.
I would have stuck for him. I would have stuck up for him either way. Believe me.
But I just came home and I had this huge asshole moment. I'm coming from the capital city, which is somewhat close, but I need to come with the bus, and I'm going for the bus from the theater. Yes, school theater. I had to go there to watch one show for my school.
Okay.
And then he's just leaving the station. It's like he has gone 2 meters, and he can be stopping the bus, whatever. I mean, it's 10 p.m. Nobody uses the bus except like a few people. There's like 3 people up there, and I'm just going to be the 4th. And he winks at me and waves his fucking hand with a smirk that is unbelievable.
Who are we talking about?
A fucking bus driver.
We're talking about a bus driver? Why? How did this come? What does this have to do with hockey, though?
Because I'm pissed as hell. I just walked.
You did tell you. Some Finnish bus driver just gave you a hint, and you just want to vent on my show.
At that moment, I really wished I would have cut that bus and.
Why don't you just blow it up? Skull. You know, just go Al Akbar and fucking maybe he'll run out of the bus and go ah.
I'm not religious. I'm not religious.
You're not religious? Who cares? If it scares the shit out of him, it's funny. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's funny when you get arrested for that. Although
I would appreciate if you could follow this story and you can get me names and stuff. I would bring it up because it did aggravate me that he's a 19-year-old kid, and maybe he's gonna have to get more. Look, this is where he's moving. Somebody's got to tell him that these people are vicious. So he's got to decide what he's gonna do the bare minimum, and if he does the bare minimum, they're gonna be nasty to him. And believe me, if he gets accused falsely of rape, they're not gonna stick up for him either. You know?
No shit.
Guess what guess what I heard an incredible rumor. I'm still trying to confirm this. You know the guy that leaked all this stuff about Patrick Kane? What's his name? I'm gonna say his name though. Tim Graham. Half the stuff turned out to be bullshit, like he was gonna turn himself in. There is a rumor, I have yet to confirm it, that Graham was removed from Patrick Kane's party in Stanley Cup party in 2013.
Oh my god!
Removed.
Come on. Dude.
Yeah, exactly. So that's my point. Pure. This is my point. They're bad people. They're bad people. Trust me on that. All right, I gotta go. I got a new caller, so I gotta put him on. I'll talk to you later, Pure. I fucking did this for you. I fucking put you on. I hope you die.
Jeez.
Drop dead. I got rid of Pure. Pure was good. Talking about his bus driver, Martin, Staten Island. How are you?
What's up, Tommy? I was really shocked last night with how good that goalie for the Blues is. I'm forgetting his name right now. I think
he's been good all year, man. There's nothing to be shocked about.
He was a stone wall last night. 31 out of 32 saves, if I'm correct.
I don't think Jones played too bad either. I think he played a solid game as well.
The one goal was a deflection. You can't do anything about that. And the second one was a softie.
Yeah. I don't be shocked. The Blues could win it all. I think it's gonna be tough, but I think every team that is left deserves to be there. There's no flukes. Any of these teams have. It really comes down
luck.
to. It's not luck at this point. I mean, something unlucky might happen. I know this sounds so lame. It really probably does come down to who wants it, because all these teams probably could beat each other on just about any given night. You know, so that's what we got, buddy. And I'm really happy that the playoffs have been so much fun. And I think it's been a subpar, lackluster story-wise NHL season. And I'm almost in some sense I'm glad I'm getting the payoff at the end, but I'm also going to be glad when the season's over, because I just want something new next year. This kind of sucked, you know. I mean, last year was fun, the year before was fun, and the Kings one was fun when we first started. It wasn't until last year until I got my act together with this channel. But I mean, so you got anything else, bud? I'm fucking rambling.
Yeah, I'm also looking forward to Tampa Bay. I say going up 2-0 tonight. I think they're going to put the beat down on Pittsburgh
God,
again.
I hope you're right.
Because they just look incredible, and I expect them to win it in 5 or 6.
I don't agree with you.
It wouldn't be a shock to me.
God, please let you be right. Please.
That'd be nice.
I hate.
I would love if you're right, but
I don't see it either, dude. The Penguins are good. I don't think just because you know why? Because they've lost games before, they've fallen behind before, and they've just come out and reacted positively. We can't go by past Penguin teams. I think a couple years ago, something like this would have happened. I would have been like, watch the collapse now. Sydney's going to start chirping with the refs and the captain of the other team. I don't see it. I think they're going to split tonight, dude. All right, buddy?
All right, Tommy. Talk
Great.
to you
Good
later,
job.
man.
Good job, Martin. Roy in Florida. You're on the air. Douche. I'm fucking done, you guys.
I just translated that article that Pure was talking about.
All right, shoot, because I don't got any headlines.
Peter Contrapoulos. I don't know who the fuck that is.
Find out who he is.
But he called him out on Twitter and said he's not even busy and already rejecting interview requests. Good luck, but when he begins to wonder why no one is talking to him, blah, blah, blah.
Well, first of all, if he's good, they'll have to talk to him. That's
right.
like they're gonna be dying to talk to him. Hey, you know what? They're probably gonna spoil this goddamn kid. He's gonna end up like Eddie Murray, the Baltimore Orioles.
Jonathan Drew and
Sir, what do you want? I hung up on you for it too. What do you want? Get to the point. I want to go home.
Oh yeah, the trannies and
Bunch of jackasses. Jesus, can't I get normal fans?
You really want normal though?
No, absolutely not. Go listen to Wyshynski's podcast. He wouldn't even take a call if he could.
He's not normal either.
Oh God, can you imagine? Like if he ever started taking calls, I think that's all I would do with my time. I'd be fucking this guy. The guy's been calling me. Oh my God, I'd be recording it. That'd be one. He couldn't take calls. He's got to pretend people actually like him. And I tell you something, he may be more popular than me, but go look at his comment sections. He is not well liked.
No.
He just has an excellent format. That he's a social media savvy guy at the end of the goddamn day. Tonight in the National Hockey League. The Tampa Bay Lightning, they take on the Pittsburgh Penguins. I expect them to split, but I hope I'm wrong. I do. I really hope I'm wrong. And that's pretty much all I got. I'm done. I'm really exhausted, gentlemen.
That's all there is tonight. One game.
Yeah.
Are you going to be on with me when we do Shot from the Point Dead? This is going to be kind of the summer replacement for this show.
Talking to me?
Yeah, you. Like, will you do Monday
Shot
still?
from the Point Dead?
Yeah. But you got to be willing to talk about anything.
Sure.
Yeah. Like whatever dumb thing I could think of. We can like more like a lot of our offline conversations. We'll still take calls and stuff too. It might be hockey that day too. Like if there's a big trade, we'll just do hockey that day. You know. But we're not going to be able to do. I mean, what am I going to do? Well, Puck Daddy does those. I don't know. They go over each team and then it ends finally by goddamn September. You know, I'm not going to be talking about that shit. There's nothing to talk about. That's my plan. Just keep things going under a new show. And it's not necessarily hockey. It's a build to Shot from the Point Live. That's my big plan. Anything else before we leave, Huffman?
LGBT
and Tarasenko. Give some shout outs to chat because I didn't do that earlier.
It's okay to. It's also okay to talk about who you really are.
Yes, it is.
I know it can be building up inside of you like it has with me for about an hour and a half now.
And you thought of it an hour and a half.
And I've come to peace with it.
Yeah.
It's a great feeling knowing that I can now go about my business in the world as a hypoglycemic velociraptor.
Why hypoglycemic?
What?
Why hypoglycemic? You could still be pretty.
I don't know.
It sounded cool. All right, let's
Why
give
not?
some shout-outs to chat. K. Susan, thanks for the call. The Dude 477. Zoran in Washington, D.C., the Bam Fox. Oh, Terry, the Snow Queen. Oh, how I would want to be your king, Terry, the Snow Queen. Martin in Staten Island, Pure Pristine in Helsinki, Finland. The Moose. And, boy, he was really pulling for the Blues last night. Holy Christmas. Anybody else I don't recognize in here? I'm going to go through them all.
I think I recognize everybody. I saw Bama Fox,
just
Sousa,
about.
Ciron.
All right, thank you very much. And get the hell out of my crease, bitches. Oh, please, God almighty.